And once again, as we said, Dr. Kimberly Houston, Veterinary Technology Program Director, is with us. Good morning, Dr. Houston. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good. How are you?
Good. It's good to talk to you and find out more about the vet tech degree. I'm abbreviating there, but I'm sure that's what's used most commonly. Tell us a little bit about what this degree is, because we assume we know things and maybe we don't always know what this degree will eventually qualify you to do, for one thing. So if you could explain that.
Yes. So a veterinary technician or vet tech, what they are basically the nurses of the veterinary world. So we'll see them working anywhere in just a general practice, your typical location where you would take a cat or a dog to the doctor. You will see them in large animal practice with horses, cows, mixed animals. If people are interested in exotics and zoo animals, there are zoos. Obviously, the animals there need care, so there is the ability to get into exotic medicine or zoo medicine to work with those types of animals. And then we'll also see some that are research-minded. They want to get a bachelor's degree to go with their vet tech degree, which is a 2-year associate's degree. And we will see them then go into a research setting where they will be working in a laboratory with mice or other animals. And then we can also see them go into clinical pathology, where they're working with the blood work machines and actually processing blood work, urine, looking at biopsies, potentially preparing those for the pathologist to look at. If people enjoy a little bit of a faster pace to life, emergency medicine is also an option. So if they're night owls and they like to be up at night and they like that fast-paced environment, emergency is usually great for them. And they can also specialize. If someone says, I really love anesthesia, I really love working in oncology, I really love working in cardiology, they can go to universities or other specialty hospitals and work specifically in those locations if they have a passion for one true field within veterinary medicine.
Well, yeah, that's a great variance, really, isn't it?
Yes. So there's a lot of options for people with a vet tech degree to really get into what they love.
So once they get to the program, what can they expect? Because we're probably talking about high school juniors and seniors who say, I really love animals and I'd like to get into the vet tech program. What are the expectations for them once they actually get to Kent State Tuscarawas?
Yes, and once they get to our program, the program is very, very hands-on, and that's what a lot of our students love. They're hands-on types of people, and so they really want to be in there. They love the animals. They want the animals to be a part of the program, which they are. So we will bring the students in, and they start out basic. We get to just basic physical exams, how to walk a dog on a leash. We kind of start out at ground zero. And then by the time that they graduate, we should be capable of drawing blood, placing IV catheters, assisting in surgery. So all of our classes are geared to give them that real-life, hands-on experience that they're going to need prior to getting out into the field. And a lot of our students will also potentially get a job at a veterinary clinic during their time at Kent, so that they can put those skills that they're learning into play in their career and start out early and get that experience that they need through both schooling and through work. So we do have a very tight-knit group of students. So when they do come here, we have our groups that they get into, our clubs, the Vet Tech Student Club, and all of them really hang out together. They're all very, very close, so we do like that with our students, that we get that bonding experience. They get the colleagues that they will then have in the field for years to come once they graduate. And then we also have the lab spaces where they'll come in to see the small animals. Is mostly what we do on campus. And then they will go out and they'll see everything from cats and dogs to snakes to macaws, mice and rats. So we get experience with, the smallest mouse to the largest horse within the field. So it's not just for people that say, I want to work with cats and dogs,
Right.
or I want to work, just with horses. It's an integrative program where all of the species are taught and learned about, and so the students really get experience handling a little bit of everything, and hopefully once they complete the program, they will then pass what is called the VTNE, or the National Board Exam, and they will become veterinary technicians and be able to go out and get a job, hopefully, in one of those careers that we had just previously talked about.
Right. Am I to assume that there's a good bit of science and math work also involved while you're at school? Go ahead.
Yep. So they will have what we call the Kent Core classes, and so they'll have their basic English and math courses, and then we'll also have a basic chemistry course, biology course, a microbiology course. So they will have those extra sciences to go with it, and then the entire program in and of itself is science-based. We start out with anatomy, and then we have our hands-on courses. We have pharmacology, where we are doing a lot of math, a lot of drug calculations, and learning and memorizing, all of the plethora of medications that are out in the world. So there's a lot of memorization, a lot of math, and then that science. So we do like for students coming from high school to have hopefully taken a biology or chemistry or even an anatomy course, if their school offers it, just to really help them once they do get into the program.
Right. Well, I know there is a deadline coming up. We're not right on top of it, but tell us about the application deadline, what needs to be done by then, and how that process works.
Yes, so the application is 2 paper forms that students can go into the VetTech webpage on the kent.edu page and find the VetTech degree. That'll take you over to the webpage. And then from there, there's a forms section, and there's the application, which is very basic. It's really kind of an intent to enroll in the program. And so that is basic information. We get the rest of the information we need from the student's Kent application, the general admissions application.
Okay, yeah.
And then there's what is called a field experience form, where students would need 15 hours of shadow or volunteer or even work experience at a clinic that has a registered vet tech. Currently, with our COVID restrictions, some clinics are still not allowing outside people in, so I'm asking students to call into a clinic and just see if they can set up a time to speak with one of the registered vet techs and just discuss the questions that are on that field experience form and just any other questions they may have about the career before they start the schooling for it.
Yeah. Okay. If anybody wanted to reach you or talk to you specifically, is that available?
Yes. All of that information is on the webpage. It is also on those application and field experience forms. So yes, all of that, my phone and my email are both visible on those sources.
All right. Well, very good. Dr. Kim, it's a pleasure to talk to you. It's got to be interesting to work with all the people and the animals as you do. So best of luck to you.
Yes, thank you.
All right. Thanks for being on this morning.
Thanks for having me.
Sure. That is Dr. Kimberly Houston, the Veterinary Technology Program Director at Kent State Tusc Ross, on our 8:30 High Beam today, Tusc Talks.